he transformed into a giant missing sleep. Gasps, screams, people jumped out of the church windows. The choir dropped their instruments. Mothers grabbed their children. A serpent, long and thick, slithered across the altar. Sister Hope fell on her knees, not in fear, but in thanksgiving. Jesus, thank you for revealing the enemy. Pastor Lawrence shouted in tongues, "The battle is not yours, but the Lord's." The snake hissed, coiled, and vanished into the storm. Sister Hope grew up in a humble Christian home. From a young age, she understood what it meant to serve God. Her mother was a deaconess, and her father, though quiet, was a praying man. As a teenager, she gave her life to Christ and promised God one thing: "Lord, I will keep myself pure for you until the day you give me the right man." In university, her resolve was tested. Parties, peer pressures, lecturers demanding favors, and suitors with flashy cars all came knocking. But hope remained firm. "I cannot do this evil against my God," she would say. She fasted often, led Bible study groups, and graduated with honors and a clean testimony. Shortly after school, Hope got a job with a top oil company in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. The job came with a beautiful apartment, an official car, and a fat salary. But even with her success, she never stopped attending midweek services, prayer videos, or her prayer department's meetings. She was known as the burning and shining light of her church. But deep within, Hope longed for marriage. She was now 32 years old, and the pressure from her family was growing. "Hope, when will you bring someone home?" her mother asked one Sunday afternoon after church. "Very soon, Mama, but it must be God's will." Her pastor, Pastor Lawrence, always encouraged her. "Sister Hope, delay is not denial. God is working on something beautiful." Unknown to them, in the dark room, her name was being discussed. "She's disturbing our operations," one demon said. "Let's send someone to trap her," another whispered. "Let's use her desire for marriage against her." And so Makinde was sent. Makinde arrived like an angel of light in the church. He claimed to have just relocated from Lagos, dressed sharply, quoting scriptures, and fluent in Christian lingo. He fits right in. Everyone welcomed him. He asked questions during Sunday school, volunteered to pray during vigils, and even mimicked speaking in tongues. He joined the prayer department where Hope served. Slowly, he began offering to drop her off after meetings, bringing her lunch on her work break, and quoting scriptures like, "He that finds a wife finds a good thing." Hope was cautious, but curious. Could this be him? Then came the day. "Sister Hope," he said softly, under the mango tree after service, "I've been praying, and God led me to you. I want you to be my wife." Hope didn't jump. She didn't smile. She only said, "I will pray." She met with Pastor Lawrence, her pastor. "Sir, I need your guidance." Pastor Lawrence was quiet for a while. "Let me take this matter to God. Not all that glitters is gold." Meanwhile, Hope's parents were pushing. "You have waited long enough. This man is spiritual and successful. What more do we want?" Conflicted, Hope fasted for 7 days. She prayed just one prayer: "Father, if Makinde is your will, let it be. But if not, scatter it in a way that I cannot deny." Makinde, on the other hand, had started meeting with his occult group. "The wedding must go on," they said. "Once you marry her, her fire will be extinguished and her light covered." He smiled. He would never know until it's too late. The church was full. Guests from far and wide were seated. Choirs were singing. The bride walked in glory. Her gown sparkled like the stars. She felt peace, but also something unsettling in her spirit. Makinde stood at the altar, smiling calmly, his eyes unblinking. Pastor Lawrence, holding his Bible, began, "Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today in the presence of God." Then the sky darkened. Thunder rumbled. The crack of lightning struck the church roof. Suddenly, the clouds burst into heavy rain. As the drops fell, a strange wind swept through the church. A single drop of rain landed on Makinde's head, and in the blink of an eye, he transformed into a giant in sleep. Gasps, screams, people jumped out of the church windows. The choir dropped their instruments. Mothers grabbed their children. A serpent, long and thick, slithered across the altar. Sister Hope fell on her knees, not in fear, but in thanksgiving. "Jesus, thank you for revealing the enemy." Pastor Lawrence shouted in tongues, "The battle is not yours, but the Lord's." The snake hissed, coiled, and vanished into the storm. 3 weeks later, Sister Hope returned to the church, not in a wedding dress, but in a white garment of praise. The church was filled with people who had witnessed the miracle. She shared her testimony publicly. "I almost married death, but God delivered me at the altar," she said. Ladies, wait on God. Brothers, stay in prayer. Do not marry because of pressure. Marry by revelation. Our story spread across churches, radio stations, and social media platforms. She became a voice to young believers. Her courage inspired many to wait on God's timing. And years later, when she least expected, a humble anointed missionary walked into the church to preach during a youth program. His name was David. This time, no drama, no pressure, just peace. And yes, she married him in the same church under clear skies. The devil can wear a suit and carry a Bible, but he cannot hide from God. Wait, pray, and let God reveal what no man can see.